Hey guys, and welcome to Skyworld. In this video we're going to be talking about Philadelphia, or simply Philly. Welcome to Philadelphia. This city has a population of 1.5 million, and together with the metro area's 6 million now, this city played a crucial role in American history. It's the largest city in the state of Pennsylvania. It's got a great location between New York City and Washington, D.C. It's the sixth most populous city in the U.S. with a population of 1.6 million people. Philadelphia was founded in 1682 by William Penn, an Englishman who made it his mission to create a refuge in America for Quakers and other persecuted religious groups from Europe. A city of brotherly love, William Penn planned the city as a grid of broad streets between the two rivers, the Schuylkill River and the Delaware River. The street grid later became a model for other American cities. During the Great American Revolution, the city served as a meeting place for the Founding Fathers, and this is where they drafted and signed both the Declaration of Independence in 1776 and the Constitution in 1787. Philadelphia was the nation's largest city until was overtaken by New York in 1790. As of 2019, the Philadelphia metropolitan area is estimated to produce a gross metropolitan product of $490 billion. Major companies headquartered in the Philadelphia area include Comcast, the second largest broadcaster and cable television company in the world by revenue, behind AT&T, AmerisourceBergen, a pharmaceutical distributor, Wawa, chain of convenience stores, Aramark Food service company, Jefferson Health, and others. The Philadelphia skyline has several nationally prominent skyscrapers like Comcast Technology Center, Comcast Center, and One Liberty Place, Philadelphia's first skyscraper taller than City Hall. They say Philadelphia is a city of downtown neighborhoods, so let's take a look at some of them. Let's start with downtown. Here they just call it City Center. It's a densely populated downtown area with an estimated 170,000 residents, and thanks to its simple grid design, it's very walkable. It has a lot of architectural landmarks, like Philadelphia City Hall, the second tallest masonry building in the world, completed in 1901. It was built in the center of Penn Square, which was the primary location of public gatherings in the city in the early days, with a large statue of William Penn on top overlooking the city. Right next to it is another gorgeous building in the very heart of the city, Masonic Temple. Love Park is a popular place for pictures, and it's officially known as John F. Kennedy Plaza. It's an urban plaza that features a geyser-like fountain, and it's called Left Park for the reproduction of Robert Indiana's well-known love sculpture. Nearby you'll find a roller skating rink. Looks like fun, and if you don't have your own wheels, you can always rent a pair. How's it going? Some other things to stumbled upon was Holocaust Memorial Plaza and sculpture to polish astronomer Nikolai Kupernik. Overall, this area is very enjoyable, except for the homeless problem, which we're going to talk about later. City is a section of Center City with the most preserved historic buildings from the colonial and revolutionary areas of American history. Walking around the old city, going to stumble upon so many historical landmarks like Corn Exchange National Bank, which was built in 1903 in the Georgian Revival style. First national bank chartered in 1863. It was the first federal banknote house of Dr. Physic. In 1795, Physic performed the first human blood transfusion. Carpenter's Hole. This is where the First Continental Congress met, as tensions between the colonies and Britain were just starting to heat up. Chinatown. Alfred Sally. It's one of the oldest residential streets in the United States, dating back to 1703. This alley is the narrow cobblestone Colonial Street, and it gives you a good sense of what residential colonial Philadelphia was like. There are 32 houses on this street, and people have lived here nonstop since 1703. Marcus Street, originally known as High Street, it's a vibrant dining and entertainment area known for its ethnically diverse restaurants, bars, and performance spaces. Long before the city was laid out, William Penn had planned that markets would be held regularly on High Street. It has been called the most historic highway in the US because of how many various historic sites you can find here. Every time you guys have been here. All right, now for Tracy Sexton photos. Now let's relocate to Chinatown. This area was originally settled in the mid-19th century by Cantonese immigrants. Today, Chinatown is a vibrant area, densely packed with restaurants, markets, cafes, shops, and performance spaces. It's a main cultural hub for much of the region's Asian American population. There's the famous colorful Chinatown, Friendship Gate at 10th and Arch Streets. At the local restaurants you can find any type of Asian cuisine, Hong Kong, Cantonese, Vietnamese. Hey guys, can I ask you a question about Chinatown in Philadelphia? Well, what country do you think most people came from? From China, from northern China, southern China, southern China, yeah. And what other countries are represented in a Chinatown? Malaysia, Korea, maybe Taiwan, if you think Taiwan is an independent country and also a Hong Kong, I think, and he came to chat to Chinatown today to get some local food. Or yeah, we got the local food. We went here for our breakfast and then we had a haircut. Oh, I like supreme food. So she likes to try for spicy like a hot pot. Oh, hot pot, yeah, but because she's my wife, so I like all the food that she likes. So maybe, I think in this area in the daytime it should be fun, but we just don't stay here very early at night because we worry about shipping. And for the place where I live right now, the University City, because it is a university city, so there are a lot of places there so it can be safe, but we do encounter some, criminal crimes there, like the robbery, and I think it's mostly a military robbery. Another neighborhood is Bella Vista District, which in Italian means beautiful view. It's in South Philadelphia and it features the famous Italian market, an area with covered sidewalks, cafes, bakeries, and butcher shops. This curbside market was established in the early 20th century to counter high prices and food shortages during the First World War, and it survived to this day, becoming a popular city icon. Where at Italian market I came here to have breakfast and I got a 3-egg omelet like this. So we're in the Thailand market and stopped to get some breakfast. Beautiful morning. Kensington. In Northeast Field you're gonna find Kensington. It's a poor rundown neighborhood. The average income per capita was just $12,600 per year in 2016, which is about half of the average income in Philadelphia. The violent crime rate is roughly 30% higher than in Philadelphia overall, and sadly lots of people experiencing drug addiction and homelessness. West Philadelphia is separated from the east part by the Schuylkill River. The most typical houses that you find here would look like this. They call them row houses. As far as demographics go, West Philadelphia is predominantly African American. 76. The eastern side of West Philadelphia is known as University City, and it's encompassed in several major universities with over 53,000 students, such as University of Pennsylvania. It's a nationally recognized Ivy League school with top programs in economics, international business, biomedical sciences, and marketing. Drexel University, a private school that offers 70 undergraduate programs and more than 100 graduate and professional programs. All these universities make Philadelphia a top study destination. This area where University of Pennsylvania is sitting today used to be a pretty bad sketch area before the 1960s, and in fact the term University City was coined by two of the graduates of the University of Pennsylvania who were also realtors. They decided to make this area more attractive to the faculty of the university and make it a more attractive place to live, and they started a major gentrification effort in the 1960s, so all the old buildings were destroyed and new buildings were put in place, and that's how they gave this area new life. There are a lot of really nice Drexel Hill suburban neighborhoods like Drexel Hill, which is about a 30 to 40 minute drive outside of the center city. It's a quiet and peaceful neighborhood, and it's a nice place to take a walk or jog around and not have to worry about safety. Suburbia looks so wonderful. Let's go take some pictures. It's like a botanical garden. All kinds of plants. This is actually a duplex. Okay, we rent this second floor. Oh, okay. Yeah, pays for utilities. I want to see you working. There are 26,000 Russian speaking people living in Philadelphia. You can find them in the area around Bustleton Avenue. Our friend Mike took us to Uzbekistan restaurant, which serves as back-end Russian food. Great food and not so great service, meaning you're not going to see any American smiles or friendliness here. We're hungry, so we got ourselves some borscht. Mike just had some borscht. I had some Porsche. It was wonderful. Now it's time to have some restaurant Uzbekistan, and we'll have it here, right? Great place. Independence Hall. Something you guys probably did not expect to see is a Russian gas station, Luke Oil, in Philadelphia. What are the major sides of the city? Philadelphia is the first American city to become a World Heritage City. No wonder they got 42 million domestic tourists in 2016. Number one place to visit is Independence Hall, completed in 1753. Independence Hall is the building where the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution were signed, making it one of the most significant historical landmarks in the U.S. Located across the street from the Independence Hall, you will find the Liberty Bell, which initially was installed in the bell tower of Independence Hall and was run on important occasions. Most notably, it was run when the Declaration of Independence was read on July the 8th, 1776. There's normally normally huge line to see the bell. However, if you don't have much time, there is actually a window on the side of the building where you can look in and see the bell, and there are buttons that you can press to hear information about the bell's history. We were like to be in the city on the 4th of July, and there was a lot to see on that day. Prepare to charge bayonets, and then we would start to run towards you. This holiday here was the day our country declared independence from England. So we're representing the two sides that were fighting in that war. Jay here's a loyalist officer, and I'm an American Continental. There was a number of people